using moss blocks and bone meal to dig straight down in the mines, I was trying to ponder what today's big project would be. I knew I wanted it to be something that would advance our little world, something huge. That was until, at long last, I've struck diamonds. Didn't even realize I was digging down that low. Now that I've obtained diamonds, my obvious goal is to acquire a full set of diamond armor and gear. However, for that, I'll need to dig horizontally. In order to do that, I'll need TNT. So, looks like we're building a creeper farm. I don't know what shape this creeper farm is going to form, but I do know that the material I'm going to use for it will be oak, and thanks to all this bone meal, I'm going to have a ton of it. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I'll work all night and I'll work all day, and then I'll work the next 7 nights because boy, I need a lot of wood. Grow the wood, chop the wood. Grow the wood, chop the wood. This cycle is going to continue until I have a tremendous amount of wood. Now that I have most of the wood I need stored up, I need to start the planning phase. What I'm doing now is trying to build a bridge outside of the mushroom biome. No mobs can spawn inside of the mushroom biome, so this generator is going to have to exist outside the biome where normal ordinary mobs can spawn, things like creepers, spiders, skeletons, and zombies. But I'll have to make certain that I'm mostly only getting creepers. All of this is going to require some engineering on my part, but I'm looking forward to it. My patience has paid off. I waited till nightfall and found the spot where creepers and zombies have a tendency to spawn. Well, at least a zombie did. I don't know where the creeper went. Oh well, by the end of this project I'll be rolling in gunpowder. No sense crying over one lost creeper. But, as long as I can see one nearby... Where'd my creeper go? I begin the construction of a support beam. My creeper grinder is going to have to be far above me so that my presence doesn't interfere with their spawning. I know that these structural support beams don't actually add anything in Minecraft. After all, there is no such thing as physics or falling blocks outside of sand or gravel. But I want it to look nice, especially if I'm going to upload this to YouTube, which is my plan. I was in the middle of construction when a drippy boy came up to give me a present. I was grateful for this present. So grateful that I murdered him and stole it. I don't know what I'll do with one nautilus shell, but can't hurt to collect it. One buoy is fully complete, but there's no time to lose. It's time to start working on the second one. I also might have to go back to the mainland for some wood. I'll probably have to chop a load of trees every single time I go back to the mainland. I'm just accepting that as part of this build. Using the ancient art of Pythagoras, I make certain that my build is square. Nothing would drive me more crazy than having a build that's slightly off. Both buoys are fully constructed, and it's looking like a real oil rig. My selection for an oil rig in this whole process is because oil is actually where we get most of our sulfur nowadays. So I figured if I'm harvesting gunpowder, I might as well look the part. However, the only difference is that my oil rig will be killing millions of creatures on purpose rather than by accident. Speaking of wildlife, I was down in the caves looking for iron when I found these two little guys, and I had to have them. This will only increase the amount of iron I'll need for this project, but it was worth it. I decided to use slabs whenever I can. This will slightly decrease the wood cost, but the wood cost is still going to be enormous. I completed all of the vestigial stuff and managed to complete the main killing floor. That little piece in the center is where all of the creepers will go to slowly burn to death. The machine's not even turned on yet, and I can already hear them screaming. Moving on then. Let me ask you a question. Did you know this project would completely drain out all of my bone meal despite making this huge bone meal farm? Because I sure didn't. I'm all out of wood, too. So I'll be doing a lot of chopping and growing bone meal for the next few days. That's fine by me, though. It's what I signed up for. Let it grow, then I'll reap what I did sow. Boy, there's a lot of wood to plant. Another wandering trader came by. He was selling something I wanted, but I don't have enough emeralds because I haven't kidnapped any villagers yet. Maybe that'll be our next project after the gunpowder farm. I've been working on the actual spawning platform for a long time now, and let me tell you, I severely underestimated how much wood this project would take. I'm making certain to line each one with trapdoors so they fall down, and I'm putting a trapdoor on the bottom of each spawn location so that only the shorter creepers can spawn. Hopefully zombies won't spawn as often. I can't stop baby zombies, chicken jockeys, and spiders from spawning at this point, but maybe I'll figure that out later. In between sessions of chopping wood, I've been making certain to keep my farms going. No reason to miss out on any possible hay bales or any other resources just because I'm busy with a project. I was in the middle of gathering iron when I thought about a really good idea for how to decorate the outside of my future structure. I don't know exactly how it'll work or if it'll look good, but I'm hoping it'll turn out well. For that, I'm going to need some iron, turn that iron into shears, of course, gathering vines, and glow lichen. And with that, this huge project is complete. It took me a long time to build, and I'm guessing not a whole long time for you to watch it on YouTube, but it was a lot of fun doing. This big deep ocean oil rig will be milling creepers into gunpowder for me for the rest of its days, and I'm quite thankful for that. But this is only one half of the project. The other half is the other ingredient of TNT. Gunpowder isn't enough, after all. My next project will be sand, and I have no idea how I'm going to do it. But for now I can enjoy the aesthetics of my giant oil rig. Hostile mobs are conveyed down by flowing water, where they flow onto burning piles of wood and are turned into their base ingredients. Mostly creepers, however I do get the occasional chicken jockey, which is why I have raw chicken in here. I find that to be quite odd. And with that, this video is over. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. The YouTube algorithm is not on my side, and I sure would like you to be. If you have any suggestions for future big builds, put them in the comments below. And for now, I'll be saying bye bye.